Hi, I'm Dr. Anderson with Rocky Mountain Foot and Ankle. We're going to talk about over-the-counter orthotics versus custom orthotics today. I've got a few samples here. This is just a simple out-of-the-box orthotic. We size these according to the size of your foot, so your shoe size. Got a couple of options, one with a cushion top cover, as well as one that's more hard plastic. These are a little easier to slip into your shoe, and these are a little more comfortable. We're a little limited in what we can do with just generic over-the-counter, out-of-the-box type orthotics. We do have a nice arch support here and a heel pad. Sometimes they can come with a metatarsal pad. These are simply just hard plastic, mostly for the arch support. These are good for what they're made for, but we are limited in what we can address as far as foot mechanics and foot pain. There's a store called the Good Feet store that is selling something very similar to this, and they advertise it as custom fit orthotics. Now, please understand that is not a true custom orthotic. They are simply measuring your foot, going to the back shelf, pulling these off the shelf, and putting this in your shoe. They do have a few different variations, so they'll try to swap out different types to try to get you pain-free, but they're very limited in what they can address. And they also come at a very pretty price. What I tell patients is try not to spend anything more than $80 on something that is just simply out of the box. The Good Feet store, if you buy their whole package, it's well over $1,000. And even if you just get one set, you're looking between $400 and $600. So please understand what you're buying when you go there. There are plenty of options for over-the-counter generic orthotics that don't cost that much. So now let's talk about custom orthotics. This is an example of what a custom could look like. When we order these, we are telling the manufacturer how to build the frame, the top cover, different modifications that are all meant to treat biomechanical abnormalities. So when you come into the office, we're going to take x-rays, we're going to do a full biomechanical exam. We're going to try to find the source of your pain. And a lot of times it's because there is some issue with your mechanics while you're walking that sometimes, a lot of times, can be addressed by an insert or something that goes in your shoe to try to modify the way your mechanics are functioning. So in this orthotic, we've got a nice metatarsal pad, a lateral flange, a good arch support, and then a nice top cover that's made out of leather, and then some nice padding in this orthotic that's meant to help this patient walk without pain. This is what an order form looks like. You can see the myriad of ways that we can ask the manufacturer to build or modify the orthotic in ways that are meant to address a biomechanical issue. Now, we also do a scan of the foot, so this is very similar to going into a suit store and having them measure you in every dimension and build a custom suit for you instead of just pulling one off the rack, maybe tailoring the arms and the legs a little bit. That's what these devices are like, but this is more of a truly custom device. Now, the Good Feet store typically charges, if you do their whole kit and caboodle, it's well over $1,000. They tell you that they can bill insurance, but you have to do the legwork on that one. We will always check your insurance. We'll do the legwork for you. Depending on insurance coverage, you could be paying upwards of $500 or $600 for these, but if insurance covers, it could be well less than that. So come by and see if these options could be right for you. We're going to work with you and try to figure out what we can do for you, taking finances into consideration to help you walk without pain.